Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today, we're going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of July 29th through August 4th. So let's jump into it. Let's see what's on the horizon for you. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Okay, so I feel the energy with this is I initially had like a sense of anxiety. So you could be in a situation, right? Or you're fearful of a situation that could occur. Like this is the energy of being in the midst of something and just kind of like, being a little bit anxious about it. And all your spirit guides and allies are just saying is, it's okay, Gemini, you're fine. You're just fine. And one of the ways that we can help reduce our anxiety is just to really concentrate on the positives, okay, that are going on in the situation. Really allowing ourselves to believe in ourselves, to believe in the universe, our angels, our spiritual guides, just kind of like, just trying to take a deep breath and say, okay, this is all happening for me. It's all going in the right direction, right? Even if you don't see where it's going, even if some of your anxiety is because you're like, where's this going to lead? You know, I really get the sense that you're in the midst of something. You see coming out of her hand, there's kind of like, you know, mist, steam or something, that you're in the midst of something. You may have just started on a new path or just like, you know, taken one big step towards something, whatever that is. And it's almost like initially you step into it with maybe some enthusiasm, inspiration, motivation, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, whoa, okay, wait a minute, what have I done, right? But that's okay. It's kind of like, keep your focus on where it is that you're wanting to go. Keep your focus on what is going well in the situation and not to worry. Things are going to work out for you. So let's take a look at your animal spirit. Yeah, giraffe. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. This is very much Sagittarian energy, okay? Aquarius energy. And Sag is, you know, your opposite sign. It's the energy of just keep looking at the big picture. I feel like there's so much going on. It could just be that there's so much going on. It's almost like a mini tornado going on around you. And it's kind of like, okay, I don't know where this is going. This is making me feel unsettled. It's just about looking towards the future, staying positive, looking towards what it is that you want out of this experience. Yeah, and radiance, rejoice in your life. This is all going to work out in your favor, Gemini. Do not worry. Do not worry. And, you know, it says, what does this say? Make love, celebrate, rejoice, right? It's about focusing on the good, celebrating any of the goods that you can find in the situation or in your day. It's just like stopping and being grateful, right? It's through gratitude. If you do not have a gratitude journal, please, please start a gratitude journal. Make sure that at the end of the day, you're really kind of like being grateful for at least 3 things. I always write down 3 things at the end of the day that I'm really grateful for. And why? Because it really kind of reinforces it. Keep in mind that the last 5 minutes of the day, you want to be in a positive vibration before you go to sleep, right? You want to be in a positive vibration, being grateful for everything good that happened in your day, and also kind of like also being at peace, knowing that this is all going in your direction. Wow. Okay, so you know, we have the loyal heart here. So, you know, this can represent a relationship. You definitely have had that in your readings lately. But I think it's also about being loyal to you. Part of this chaos that is around you could be from other people, right? It could be you're wanting to go in a new direction and you're not getting a lot of emotional support from people in your life. It could be as simple as, you know, wanting to change the decor in your house or buying a new car or, you know, deciding to replant the backyard, you know, but there's this energy where I think for some of you, it is a much bigger, maybe you're having to invest in yourself or invest in a business. You're putting a lot of yourself into something, whether that is time, energy, or money. And you're wanting, I think you are really and truly wanting other people around you to support you emotionally with this. And you may be having a little bit of trouble feeling like you are being supported by them. This is the energy of, it does not, it's nice. It's nice when we have people in our lives that will support us. But this is the energy of really stepping into, this is the path that I want. And I know that this is going to take me to a beautiful new chapter. You're definitely in the energy, Gemini. You have been for some time of starting a new chapter. I think you've taken one step towards it. And it's almost as if some people, around you are not wanting you to take that step. This is leading you to your 9 of Cups, your wishes and dreams being fulfilled. But here's the thing. You have to stay committed. You have to stay committed to what it is that you want. And I'm going to tell you, for some of you, you are definitely going to have people that have been in your life for a long time, perhaps family members, suddenly popping up and needing your help. You're starting a new venture in your life, and suddenly people are calling you up and wanting your help, distracting you from what it is that you want to do for yourself. This is you saying, no, this is a new day dawning. I'm not repeating this pattern of dropping everything and going helping other people. I've started on a new path, and I'm going to stay committed. I'm going to see this through, because I feel like for some of you, you realize it's almost like divine timing has come in, and it's saying, Gemini, this is your chance with Jupiter in your first house. This is your chance to really and truly step into how you want to be remembered. Allowing yourself to build the legacy that you do want to leave behind, because this is something, you have the healer, 10 of Pentacles. This is also the energy of perhaps healing family energy, okay? And this could be healing wounds from your own childhood, or healing the energy around family issues, okay? But it's kind of like understanding that you first have to be loyal to you. I feel like for some of you, because, you have all tied up. I have a feeling for some of you, there are people or situations in your life that are making you feel bound to them. The energy of, but we're family. You have to help me. That we all have that in our lives one way or another, or just the mindset. It could be the mindset that you may have, where you expect your family, to support you in this endeavor, right? Whether that's just emotionally, mentally, perhaps financially, whatever it is, there's some sense of this is holding you back, whether this is other people wanting you to stay with them, to not venture out, to not go in a new direction, or this is you, feeling like other people should be supporting you. Understanding it's time to kind of cut those ties in a way, and allowing yourself to be the one that's committed to you. Perhaps for some of you, you have been wanting other people to be committed to you, right? And this is you saying, it doesn't really matter. Everybody is here for their own purpose, to step into finding their own happiness. And now is a great time for you to step into being committed to finding your own happiness, going after what you wish and dream for. Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, you really do. Okay, now Gemini, I'm just going to say, for some of you, you do have people that are kind of gaslighting you or confusing you about what it is that you want. You could have even tried floating a couple of different ideas to whoever you're dealing with here, whether it's family or an employer, your boss. You're wanting to venture out, you're wanting to get more responsibility at work or something like that. You're floating out ideas to some people. And here's the thing, they're actually trying to confuse you. Now, Gemini, I'm a Gemini. We can literally get caught up in our head and confuse ourselves. We do not need people around us that confuse us more, right? And this is the sense that somebody in your energy field is trying to get you to do it, whatever it is that they want you to do. Right? They're using mental tactics, okay? Gaslighting, just kind of like one day they may say one thing, the next day they're saying something else. If this is a romantic connection, you could be wanting something that is deeper because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Something long lasting, something deeper, something that's going to go the distance, right? And this could be somebody that one day gives you the signals that yes, that's what they want. And then the next day they're back into the friend zone, right? It could be something like that. It could be even your own energy where one day you're highly committed to what you want and then the next day you get a new whim and you're going in that direction. This is really Spirit coming in and saying, listen, this is something to take a look at. This is preventing you from what it is that you truly want. It's not about just taking action to take action. It's about focusing where you're taking action and having a plan, really getting yourself kind of like in that alignment with, okay, what is it I'm going after? It's kind of like the Knight of Wands is a great energy, very enthusiastic, right? Ready to go out there and take on the world. But if the Knight of Wands doesn't know what direction he's going in or what he's willing to go out there and fight for, right? It's kind of like he's just running all along the plains and just, kind of like, oh, what's going on over here, and okay. And then going off somewhere else. This is you understanding in order to really be successful in this next chapter. You've started a new chapter. If you want to be successful, it is about understanding. Wait a minute. I want to feel at the end of this chapter that I have really I don't want to say accomplished, but I have gained out of this experience what it is that I'm hoping to gain, right? Whether that's a deeper connection, a sense of autonomy in your work, right? You have Jupiter in your first house. This is all about makeovers for you, makeovers around your home, makeovers of your life. This is kind of like, okay, before I just run around like a chicken with my head cut off, I'm going to sit down and really allow myself to devise a plan. How will I know I have been successful in this endeavor? What does that look like? Start there. And then work your way back, right? Because here's the thing, your obstacle is that there's something that you really want. The Two of Cups, once again, it could be a romantic connection, but the Two of Cups is also having a very balanced energy within yourself, divine masculine, divine feminine, really and truly focusing on what it is that you want. But you have the storm warning. And the thing is that I'm taking this as you're enjoying going after what you want, but at the first little sense of things aren't going well, okay, you may be turning and running and saying, oh, well, wait a minute, that's not for you. That's why it's so important for you to understand where it is that you are wanting to go. Even if you don't know exactly what that looks like, allow yourself to sit down and figure out what are your core values. When you know what your core values are and you're making decisions based on those core values, right? Then all of a sudden, decision making is easy. You don't get caught up in this kind of chaos up in your head, right? You don't lose track of what it is that you want for yourself when the first little sign of a storm on the horizon, right? When we really want something, we can weather any storm. When we are willing to go the distance, a fight for what it is that we want for ourselves, right? We're willing to climb any mountain, cross any desert, right? It's kind of like the energy of, yeah, I'm willing to do this. And I think up until this point, maybe you didn't have that fire in the belly This is the energy. We're in Leo season. It just began, and we have the 8/8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, coming up on August 8th. This is a pivotal time where it's kind of like, if we don't start taking action towards what it is that we want, we're missing this window of opportunity. And I think Gemini, it's kind of like your spirit guides and angels are coming in and saying, Gemini, you can't be sleeping on sleeping on your shift here. It's your turn. It's time to get up. It's time to get out there. Yeah, it's so funny because I have for a long time helped in children's musical theater, right? And the kids always, are lined up behind stage, kind of in the order that they're going to go out. And, a lot of times they get lost, in their own thoughts or talking to a friend or something like that. And it's kind of like, that's how you are. You're Gemini, you're sitting over there, you're waiting to go out on stage, right? And you're excited about going on stage, but all of a sudden you're like talking to somebody over here, or, you're reading a book, or you're plotting, the next play that you want to write and star in. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like me coming up and saying, Gemini, it's your turn. You're supposed to be on stage. Well, that is exactly what is happening here. Gemini, it is your turn to shine. Yeah, look at this. You have the Magician. You have the Hermit. You have the Hanged Man. You have the energy of going within and seeing for yourself how perhaps you have allowed yourself to stay stagnant for some time, right? Both of these are very stagnant energies. It's asking yourself, well, is my life, are my wishes and dreams, am I willing to go after them? Am I willing to put in the time, the energy, right? Am I willing to do that? And if I am, why am I allowing myself to sit around and wait? This is the energy of reassessing, right? What is holding you back? What burdens, right? What toxic things in your life, okay? Are you getting good sleep? Are you drinking your water? Are you eating nutritiously? Are you exercising? Are you taking good care of yourself? What toxins are in your environment, or are you putting into your body that are holding you back? Not giving you the energy that maybe you need in order to go after what it is that you really and truly want. Because here you are, 7 of Pentacles, planting the seeds, reassessing what seeds you want to plant and how you are willing to go and fight for it. And then look at this. You have the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, right? This is a message from Spirit letting you know, Gemini, this is the time to plant those seeds. And whatever needs to go, if you haven't allowed it to go, this is the time. Pull up that anchor. It is time to go, right? Cut yourself loose from the dock. It is time to go. And it is about not looking and saying, well, if I didn't have this person in my life or that person, this is you getting really kind of like good with yourself, a little bit of tough love with yourself, right? What am I doing? What am I doing? What toxins am I putting into my body, right? What bad habits do I have that are preventing me from having the time, the energy, the resources to go after what it is that I want? Yeah, for some of you, you may have been even like spending money frivolously in one area of your life, and now all of a sudden it's kind of like, wow, I need to curtail that. I need to take that money and put it into a side business I want to start, right? Or into a new project, instead of wasting it. There's this energy where I feel like, Gemini, for some of you, you may have squandered a little bit of time, energy, or money, right? And it's okay. This is almost like the energy where Spirit's like, it's okay. We're not going to worry about what is under the bridge already. This is, let's re-envision that big picture. Let's be grateful for what you have, and let's go after your wishes and dreams. Yeah, because this is beautiful. You have the Deserving card, Page of Cups, loving yourself enough, right? To know that this is your time. This is your time to go after what it is that you want. And you have the why card here. You know, this is your life purpose. This is the idea of why you are here, what your legacy is, how you want people to remember you. Yeah, you also have envy. Okay, now this isn't you, Gemini. This is what I was talking about. People that are around you that may be trying to confuse you because they see this change in you, right? You're kind of like trying new things. Maybe for the last month or two, you've just been trying on new things, you know, trying on new haircuts or, you know, trying some new clothes, moving the furniture around. You know, you're just kind of like, okay, I know there's some changes I need to make, and just trying to reconfigure things in your life so you can figure out what direction you want to go in. And these people, okay, they're seeing this. They're seeing that there's something different about Gemini. Gemini has a new skip in your step, right? There's a little more bounce to what you're doing these days. And they're kind of like worried because if you do go after your wishes and dreams, it is going to affect them, right? It's going to make life maybe not quite as easy because you may have been overgiving, you know, feeling tied, obligated to these people or this situation. For some of you, it could be that, you know, you've stayed in a job because your boss has been almost like gaslighting you, trying to get you to stay. And you're recognizing, wait a minute, it's my turn. It's my turn. If I can't get what I want here, it's my turn to go start my own business or go find a job somewhere else. If it's a relationship, same thing. It's kind of like, yeah, this relationship does not offer me what it is that I know that I deserve. So I'm going to give myself the grace to say, thank you, but no thank you, and allow myself to move on. Yeah, beautiful energy here, Gemini. I think the thing is that I think for a lot of you, you're realizing that the situation that you've been kind of dealing with is because you're playing it too safe. For some reason, you didn't feel like you had the time, the money, the energy, the resources, whatever it is, to go after what you really and truly wanted. So you were kind of playing it safe. Do not allow yourself, this message is coming in strong, do not allow yourself to get kind of like in that down in the dumps energy of why did I waste so much time in this job, in this career, in this relationship, in this house, in this whatever. It's kind of like, okay, that's fine. That's over. It's not, this is not a time to mull it over and stay in that energy. It's kind of like, look at yourself. Don't worry about other people or other situations, right? It's kind of like, okay, let me focus on me. What mindsets, what foods, what substances, what lack of exercise, lack of sleep, lack of water do I need to kind of like allow myself to say, yeah, this is my time. I've got to take good care of myself so I have the energy to go after what it is that I truly want. All right, Gemini, I know you can. I can feel your energy. You are fired up. You are fired up. Yes, today is the day, you know, to really and truly ask yourself, okay, what direction am I going in? And what one step can I take on a daily basis and on a weekly basis to help me to get there, right? And maybe that's going to bed at a reasonable time and waking up at a reasonable time, right? Maybe it's just drinking your water. Maybe it's getting some exercise. Maybe it's putting out 3 resumes a week, whatever it is. It's kind of like, what strategy? You have the strategy card. What strategies do I need to put in place to get what it is, 10 of Cups, what my heart truly desires? And it's going to take balance. I do feel like it's going to take discipline, Gemini. There is this energy of it's going to take discipline. And I think for some of you, you may not have had the discipline lately, the focus, the drive, the energy. That's okay. This is like a reset. It's like allowing yourself to say, okay, where is it I want to go? What is it I want? And what do I need to do to get there? And then how do I commit to it, right? How do I literally, legally, almost legally commit to yourself to this, you know? Write yourself a contract, put it in writing. If nothing else, put it in writing. and allow yourself to say, I commit to this time. I'm a Gemini. I know we have that tendency. We can start projects and then leave them mid-project, right, to go start something else. This is the energy of, I'm not doing that. I'm allowing myself to really and truly go towards what it is that I want and stay committed. See it to the end. Wow, beautiful. All right, Gemini, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I will have the August reading up this week, okay? So be on the lookout for that. What is my body telling me right now? Yeah, Gemini, I really got that energy with the Devil card there, okay? That you may not be allowing yourself to really take good care of yourself, and therefore you don't have the energy level that maybe you are wanting, right? But if you think there's something wrong, please go to the doctor. But for some of us, if it's just that kind of like a little bit of a lack of energy, drinking water, making sure you're eating properly, getting good sleep, making sure that part of your strategy moving forward is taking good care of yourself. It says our body speaks to us. Through physical pain or discomfort, our body sends messages for us to look more deeply. See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. And I think, Gemini, you've been doing so much healing, right? This is really kind of an energy of listening to your body. What does your body need so that you will have the energy to move forward and to go after what your heart truly desires? Because, Gemini, you really do deserve it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really and truly do appreciate it. And I will have the August readings up this week, so please look forward to that. And I wish you so much love and light. Bye for now.